Anyone hostile to lifting or bodybuilding won't be persuaded by my protestations of how inclusive it is along age and gender lines. Oh yeah, some women may enjoy the activity. Good for them. They're athletic and lucky. But the whole culture of bodybuilding is narrowly aspirational and promotes body image norms and aesthetic conformity. It follows a regulatory impulse that prizes bodies of a certain type and implicitly deprecates those of the opposite type. You can't claim that lifting is inclusive when it's normative at root, when it deliberately cultivates a fit-looking stereotype and then attaches to the uniform physique a whole lot of biological absolutes promoted through health sciences. The artistic and academic milieu that I belong to doesn't have much sympathy for regulatory discipline. And the thought of having to do exercises and drill in order to be normal is repugnant. Counting physical exertion in strenuous lifts that no one would naturally want to do has connotations of repressive control. And even if we're supposedly monitoring ourselves, that simply means that we've become an instrument of social pressure and have capitulated as individuals to abide by a template. Just as lifting a barbell has echoes of enforced drudgery, so people who cultivate the habit have voluntarily enslaved themselves. They're subject to an imaginary command that tells them how they ought to look and act, and they dutifully obey this order despite the obvious inconvenience and discomfort, unnecessary sweat and fear, and who knows what damaging cycle of self-oppression. From this perspective, lifting is a symbol of compliance where we mistake obedience for initiative. We submit to conformist imperatives under the authority of hygiene. We internalise a culture of surveillance and impose it upon ourselves. I don't think that that's a fair characterisation, but a paranoid response to something salutary and harmless. I nevertheless welcome the critique because it helps with a larger project of understanding why lifting has been unpopular for so long.